Hey everyone. I wanted to do this welcome video for you all because we have had a number of leader chats. Some of you know that, some of you don't because some of you are brand new to this. But for those of you who have understood that we've had a number of leader chats in the past, I want to just put it out there that this is going to be a final leader group that I will be adding more level ones to and so forth. Most recently, we were doing this level one leader group like in the same, very similar fashion to what I'm going to roll this out to. And then in June, Joanna, one of my other jewels, had asked for us to bring our teams together. The problem I'm seeing with that happening in that particular leader group is I don't feel like I can do as much training for you guys as upper level leaders and newer leaders and so forth in the manner that I want to do it because I think I'm going to disrupt the flow of what that jewel is putting into her group chat. So this is Joanna that I'm talking about in case I think all of you know her. And she has a great thing going in a great chat, but I want to be able to do a little different things. And as I said, I don't want to disrupt that flow. So I decided that that just wasn't working for me as well. I want to essentially go back to just having what we had prior to June, which is all you guys as leaders, where I can really pour into you individually on a weekly basis with a lot more training type of videos and language and direction that I can give to you guys to keep you on track in terms of setting your goals and keeping your goals. We'll talk about that in a second. I also want to let you know that I am creating this chat group, but I don't own this chat group. I want that to be really, really clear. This is a chat group of my leaders. That means all of you who I know are interested in making this business work for yourselves. And therefore, you're stepping into a leader role pretty much from day one. And you're my co-leader. That's how I see you. You are my co-leader. I may have a few more years of experience and I may have a little bit more education than you do on this business, but that doesn't mean that you don't bring something beautiful to the table. Who you are, your way of thinking, your creativity level, the way that you lead might be very different from me. Your ability to encourage others might be a lot better level than what my encouragement is. All of that in each individual person that enters into this leader chat is going to bring greatness to create greatness for the whole of all of us. I welcome you to participate in this chat group as much as possible. Encouragement, knowledge, I guess I would say your God-given talents, like if that is the creative side, so your creative thoughts, please make sure that you're using this chat group with confidence. Nobody is going to be in here judging you or thinking that what you're saying is not good enough. The only exception to that, I am going to mention right off the bat, is no question. I don't want questions being dropped in here that are very basic. So right here, I'm going to let you know, and I will put reminders in if I see this happening. We have an amazing help center option in our website where you can get very basic questions and asked actually some pretty extensive questions, all your ingredients questions, all of the incentives that are currently operating, what our compliance guidelines are, like just all kinds of things, anything about your compensation plan that can all be found in your help center. Simply log into your website and scroll all the way down to the very, very bottom and you will see help center. You will get a search bar and you just type in whatever it is that you're looking for. Make sure you utilize that and teach your teams to do the same thing. What am I going to be doing here? I already mentioned a few things. I am going to be providing you guys with weekly guidance. So an example of that would be, here are 5 options for you to post about social media for the next 5 days. You don't have to use them, but I want to throw some things out there. I might educate more fully on how to use social media. We just had a social media 4-week training course from our corporate offices, and I posted that on our team page, but I might make that more available to you guys or give you like a heads up, like please go take a look at this, mark it in your notes section. I'm going to be giving you organizational tips, things of that nature. This is a place for constructive questions. So this goes along with what I was saying. Nothing that you can't find in the help center. So that's the first place that you should always be looking. But other types of questions that might be more specific to somebody that you're working with or something you can't find in the help center, this is a place to come and ask those questions and be available to one another to answer them. Also, three-way chats. If you need three-way chats done and maybe I'm your sponsor and I'm not available, use each other for that. I'm going to be going on vacation in August. I'm not going to be very available that week. So that would be an example. Use each other for those three-way chats. Not only is that good for you guys to have somebody else to depend on, but it is good for the person who volunteers to do the three-way. The more time you can get in your job and practicing what you're doing, the better you will become and the more successful you will become for yourself. But also as a team, you will help each other to grow. And that is what this is about. We are a family. The whole point of this business is to really rely upon one another to grow faster. Challenges and leader contests, that's going to be another thing here. I'm going to throw out probably weekly challenges and then also contests. Some of them will be small, some of them will be big, but when I try to do these contests on, the big team page, it's kind of hard to do because there are so many people on there. I really want to sometimes be able to just give those challenges to you as leaders, and therefore they will have leadership tasks attached to them versus, hey, just go sign a new ambassador and you can win something. This might be something more like, assist one of your downlines to go silver. So that's more of a leadership position. And I want to be able to put those challenges out to you. Encouragement. I also mentioned this, but please use this as a place to celebrate yourself. Let us know when you're doing something amazing so we can say, yay, great job. And also, if somebody is, I don't know, on here and just working through a problem, being encouraging to that person, something of that nature. If you're going to come into this group chat and talk about any type of problem you are having, just be mindful that it's from a place of where, I'm just going to say this very blatantly. Like, we don't want the group chat turning into a lot of whininess. That part's not so good. But yes, you can come here and say, oh my goodness, I am feeling thoughts of scarcity. I am having feelings like I can't make it, like this isn't going to work. Yes, we will help you with that. Where is that coming from? How come, etc. I will occasionally use your situations to teach. Don't be offended. So if I'm working one-on-one with some of you, you might be coming to me with a very common issue or something that I know other people are feeling and experiencing. And that's going to be me going, I need to do a video about this. And I will use your example in the video. I will not call you out. Nobody in this group chat will know who I'm talking about. But I want to be able to do that because obviously it makes sense that if you're experiencing something, that other people are experiencing it too, and I'm going to help coach you through it. So let's coach everyone through it and that kind of thing. I don't ever want to do a video to train everyone using your experience and have you feel like, oh my gosh, she's calling me out and, saying something, really bringing me to the table as if what I did was wrong. Nope. That's not what it's about. It's about helping everybody battle that same demon of what you might be up against. The last thing I want to say is this is a black and white business. To me, this is the most important part of this video. This is such a black and white business, you guys. When you're getting started, it's new, it is your own business. There are great possibilities for this business, and all of that can feel super intimidating. Even as a gold ambassador, let's say you got 20 or more people on your team, there can still be an area in your brain that's like, okay, I got to gold and I made a really good paycheck. But then if there's any kind of slowdown in your team, or you have a couple of days where nobody signs or something like that, and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe that was just a fluke. Maybe I can't keep going. That is not the case. If you just started and you've been messaging for a few weeks and you still haven't signed your first ambassador, you might be going, ooh, geez, I thought this would go faster. Do not worry about that one iota. If you are committed to using this business to help change the lives with happiness and health and happiness, and then helping others to get financial blessings as well, I guarantee you if you follow the processes consistently, much like using our products consistently to get the outcome you want on health and happiness, you are going to get to a financial level of whatever you choose. What you put into this business is what you will get out of it. That's not a questioning situation. It's not like, oh, I don't know, maybe I could put this into it and I'm still not going to go anywhere. That's not the case. Will you have to readjust your sales from time to time? Yes. What does that look like prior to readjusting your sales? It's going to look like you're doing the things, maybe even for a few weeks or a few months, maybe even longer than that if you're not really being aware of what's happening, and you're not getting anywhere with your business. Those are those things that you need to be mindful of, because if you are waking up every day and being consistent and not having forward movement for too long of a period of time, that is simply an indicator that something that you're doing, one of the skill sets, needs to be adjusted. Okay, it's either the commenting, the way that you're showing up on social media, your leadership skills. Usually it's those three areas need to be looked at. That's what we're here for. We are going to guide you through that process and past that point in your business. But first and foremost, you have to commit and marry to the recognition that this is an absolute outcome for you, as long as you're willing to work consistently every day, be mindful and attentive to anything that might not be going right, and then adjust your sales by finding out the information, the how-tos about what needs adjusting, how do I adjust it, and then go do that. Continue to do that over and over and commit. Be consistent. You can go anywhere you want in this company. And one thing I do not want from any of my leaders or their teams is to ever question if that's the case. It's not. It's simply not. If you will wake up every day and do the work, you will get out of it what you put into it. Okay. So right now, last but not least, we are in leadership retreat mode. I desperately want every one of you at Leaders Retreat. If you don't know what that is, it is a free vacation to Arizona. That's where we're going this year. Our company will put you up in an amazing hotel in Arizona, and you earn the trip by doing your job. So reaching out, inviting people to learn about Plexus and signing them on either as customers or ambassadors. Then as a leader, helping the people who sign onto your team to turn around and do the exact same thing. When they sign customers and new ambassadors and rank advance, you will earn points. When you rank advance, you will earn points. All of this information, the rules and the prizes, are in your back office. If you just click into your back office and scroll down, there'll be a box right in the middle that says Leaders Retreat. Click on Leaders Retreat and you will get all the information. I happen to have it up right now, and I'm going to share with you that winning a spot at Leaders Retreat is just the first thing to do. You have till October 31st to win this, but I promise you, if you wait till the end, you won't get a spot. And what that means is you might win the contest, but there's a max number of people that can actually go. It's 1,200. And every year I see this happen. By the end of the contest, the last 2 weeks, people are pushing. And by that point, those spots have been taken up. And so typically the company will give you a little bonus money and so forth, but don't do that. You want to be at this event. These events are life-changing. My very first event was Leaders Retreat. And I was foolish. I didn't push myself. I just said, it's not a big deal. I don't really care if I go or I don't. I'm not in this for all the prizes or even the money. I know it will come if I just do what I'm supposed to do and blah, blah, blah. Big mistake. I got to be 2 days before the end of the contest, and in that time frame we didn't have as many people in the company, so the spots were still open, and I came down to only needing like 4 or 6 people on my team or something like that. And knowing what I know now, I could have done it, but I was wet behind the ears. I didn't have a lot of guidance, and I ended up like 2 people off. It was ridiculous. My little sister was above me, so she was earning all my points plus her other points. So she won the contest and took me to Leaders Retreat. At that event is when my eyes were opened so big to this company and the potential of helping change lives. I met people like I would say the majority of the people that I got into conversation with were telling me they were making no less than 12 to $15,000 a month. And on the last night, I ran into a couple and they were making six figures a month and they had only been in the business for 6 months. And jaw dropping. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I just couldn't connect the dots before Leaders Retreat that this compensation plan is literally that powerful. And so I came home and I told my team, I'm like, we're basically sitting on a lottery ticket. And the faster you open your mouth with boldness and excitement and passion and draw people in to learn about it, because after they learn about it, most people say yes to it. The faster you're going to grow. And we went from putting 25 people a month on to over 100 people a month, and we had rank advances like crazy. And all that happened was pouring some belief into my team to understand what we were sitting on. And I hope I can pour that belief into you guys, because all of you can earn Leaders Retreat. All of you can earn all of these prizes. Honest to God, I will work with any one of you. I will join you at the hip to work with you day in and day out to earn whatever you want. I promise you that. So there's your invitation. The next prize on the list is a $200 cash bonus. Then you have a private reception. Those are usually pretty nice. There's like a fancy table dinner and some music and that good stuff. Plexus branded luggage. This is really cool stuff, by the way. I love their luggage. VIP gift experience and reception. That's probably going to be like, typically speaking, they will give you, oh, I've got some in the other room. Tiffany. I'm not a jewelry buff, by the way, but people think this is cool. Kate Spade purses and Tiffany jewelry and things like that. When we go to Maui, we get a $200 to $300 pair of Maui sunglasses. So things of that nature, they will give you these gifts, and then they're doing a reception. The reception will probably be like drinks and dessert or hors d'oeuvres, things like that, while you're on vacation. The next experience is a $600 flight reimbursement for getting down to the vacation. So if you don't earn that, the flight is on you, but the experience down in Arizona is on them. And then the last thing, and I challenge every one of you to go for this, is a $2,000 Nordstrom shopping spree. These are amazing. They literally go in either before the store opens or they pay to have the store closed for several hours. And the company's done this in multiple situations. We went to a Leaders Retreat one time and the company paid for the entire street to shut down all of the shops so that we could have a big party in the street. It was crazy, but that's what the company does to pay you back for what we do here. And so in this case, they will keep the doors closed to everyone else, and then they will have white linen tables all the way along the front section. When you walk in, you get served full breakfast, either juice or mimosas, depending upon your age, that kind of thing. And then they will do a full-on runway, what do you call that? I don't even know the name, but you know, they dress in all the outfits and they come up and down the runway. Can't think of the name of that. And so you get to have breakfast and then see like all the latest fashion and blah, blah, blah. You get done with that and you get your own personal shopper that will take you around and show you the best of whatever it is that you want to spend the $2,000 on. If you don't spend it all there, they give you a Visa card to spend it later wherever you want. So pretty darn cool opportunities here. You guys are just getting started. This Leaders Retreat has only been on the table for 2 weeks. You guys, some of you are new enough that you aren't even silver yet. Hands down, I can get you silver by the end of the month. We just need to work a little closer together. If you want to double promote to super silver or even get yourself towards gold, again, hands down, I can get you there. If you're asking yourself how, I have been doing this long enough to understand that a lot of how you communicate with your base and how you even communicate on social media is going to impact the response you get from your network. And number two, how much you are communicating. So some people will send out like 3 messages a day and not get where they want to go. And I'm going to tell you, okay, let's send out 15 messages a day. So all it is a matter of we're going to increase the activity. We're going to change some of the language. You're going to screenshot me what it is that they're saying to you so I can help you with that language, things of that nature. There is a way, there is a solution to help you grow fast if 3-day samples aren't working, we're going to do Zoom chats with your team. There's a solution, and I know what those answers are. I am your answer girl. So if you want to rank advance, you want to put yourself on track to earn all these prizes, please say that to me and I will work side by side with you. The only thing I ask of you is you need to be coachable. You need to do everything I tell you to do as I tell you to do it. There can be no moments of, I don't really feel comfortable with that, or I get what you're saying, but I think I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. Don't do that, because trust me, it's like, if you're going to school to be a doctor and you go into your classroom setting, or you go on the job for your training as a doctor, they always have that time frame, right? And the doctor's like, do this for this heart surgery, right? You don't go in there and go, yeah, I think that makes sense, but I would just adjust this a little bit. Probably kill the guy, right? So same thing with this. You want to stay on track with the things that I am saying. As you grow your business, this is interesting. It's polar opposite of what I just said, and you get very successful, you will adapt your language and your leadership style to meet your personality. But initially, let me help you through the processes and the language so you can see what's going on and how to be successful. Hopefully that makes sense. That's it. I just wanted to introduce you and give you some food for thought on what I want to see in this chat group and where you can go with this business and the Leaders Retreat. Love you guys. I'm excited as all get out for all of you. You are doing a fantastic job. High fives.